Hi everyone.
Hello everyone.
It's Peter Grady. Your head is cut off.
Yeah.
This is like our first week of our retirement. Okay, and I have a special surprise for Pete. I am going to give him hell. No, what do you say? That hell for his money? Is that what you say?
For my retirement money.
Yeah, because
Grada has to look after me now.
yeah, for the first time in my life, my back is playing up really, really bad, and so I'm here in this room because Peter is going to fix my back for me, even though he's retired. In fact, I think my back's playing up because Peter is retired, and for the first time in my life,
She's not feeling supported.
Yeah, I'm thinking I could actually do with one of Peter's nice treatments. So I'll just give you a demo. Peter, if you get out of the way. So today was really, really bad. I'm sitting down, and every time I try to get up, it's like I'm frozen like this. So I have to walk around like an old granny like this. And I think I've got sciatica, right? Because when you have sciatica, that means your body can't stand up very easy, can you, Pete?
Well, it's normally can be created in the back. It can be going down the leg. Yours is going into your behind and down the leg a little bit.
Yeah, it's going up my back and down my back and down my legs as well.
So what I'm going to...
I was just going to complain for a bit longer, but I wasn't.
You've been complaining enough. Come on.
Okay. But actually, I just want to finish my story. Because I had my foot operated on 2 weeks ago. And then we moved to Purple House, so that wasn't very clever. So I wasn't resting in bed or putting it up, and I was hobbling around, shifting boxes and stuff. But Pete did most of it though.
Plus, she fell out of the, what's the word?
I don't know.
She didn't get a follow-up appointment. They forgot, she's just been discharged.
Fallen between the cracks,
She's fallen between the cracks, and now I'm going to give her hell too, because I have to take the stitches out a bit later on.
So yeah, Peter not only does he has to fix my back, and he has to pull out the stitches out of my foot after this Facebook Live is over. But I have to have a glass of wine first, probably. All right. So
but what I'm going to do now, because quite often when our finances dry up a little bit, we don't feel financially supported, and that can create back pain and can start going down your legs as well, low back pain, going into sciatica. And when Tom was young, our youngest son, when he was just starting his apprenticeship, he used to come to me every now and then, because first year apprentices, they have to do all the hard yakka. So he'd come to me and say, "Oh, I've got a bad back, can you give me a massage?" So I'd give him a massage, and about the third time he came to me, I said to him, "How much water have you drunk today?" So how much water have you drunk today? But anyway, Tom said, "Oh, not very much." I said, "Well, from now on, if you come to me complaining of back pain and you haven't had your adequate amount of water..."
How much is that?
Which, if he was 90 kilograms, it would have need to be 3 litres. And I said to him, "If you haven't drunk your adequate amount of water, I'm not going to give you a massage." And he hasn't been back for a massage since then. When he feels a bit of back pain coming on, he goes out and grabs his water bottle and has a drink of water, because have a guess what? Those little discs that keep your vertebrae apart, have a guess what they're made up of mainly? Water.
Cartilage means water, doesn't it?
They're like little onions, and they're mainly water. So if you hydrate yourself, you pump those up, and it takes the ache out of your back, and it doesn't pinch the nerves. But one of the main causes of sciatic pain, 80% of all sciatic pains, so that's pain going down the sciatic nerve route, which is down the side of the leg, don't know if you can see it, down the side of the leg, and it can cause knee pain, it can cause ankle pain, toe pain, it can cause a variety of different things, but it also can radiate back up into the low back, where the sciatic nerve originates. Now, if you went to your GP, they'd most likely send you for an X-ray, and it may show that you've got a bit of a disc prolapse. And there's the culprit. And I've had people come to me, they've had an X-ray showing a disc prolapse 10 years before they come to me. And they've got that diagnosis and they've had that disc prolapsed for 10 years, supposedly. But they haven't had another X-ray. But our body can repair itself. If you pump the disc up a bit with a bit of water, it won't be prolapsed anymore. So what I'm saying is, if you had an X-ray taken of your back, if you may show a bit of a prolapsed disc. If you X-rayed 90 or 100 people walking down the street, 90 of them may have prolapsed discs, and that's where the medical world would say your pain's coming from. I've had people who have had hip operations, total hip replacements, and they've still retained their pain in their hip. And I had one woman, she come to me, she had had sciatic pain for 2 years constantly, was under the care of a neurosurgeon who was going to operate on the back, but he couldn't find anything wrong with the back, but he was still going to operate. So she actually came to me, and I did my usual trick on her, which I'm going to do on Grada, and you can do this on whoever you like, because it's releasing a muscle in the deep buttock area that pinches the sciatic nerve.
What happens if you don't have deep buttocks?
Well, usually, I haven't got deep buttocks, but I wouldn't get Grada to do it on me, but
I'm going to.
But
anyway,
the thing is, I released the piriformis muscle in this lady's deep buttock area. You have to go through the gluteus maximus, the gluteus minimus, so it's a fairly deep muscle. And she wondered what I was doing to her, because it does hurt. Yeah, it does hurt a bit. It's not a nice procedure, but it's the only thing that'll get rid of most sciatic problems. And within 4 or 5 days, the nerve had settled down and she was free of sciatic pain without being operated on the back, thank goodness.
And the X-ray still looked the same?
Well, there was nothing wrong with the back, this lady. Mm-hmm. But often people will have something wrong with the back, and that'll be giving the false flag, which the doctors will say, there's your problem, but it's often not the problem. And so if you've got someone who's suffering with a bit of back pain, sciatic pain, going down the leg, you can do this at home on them now that we are all cooped up at home. And
we're retired, so we're going to give you our trade secrets. So this is what Pete's been doing for 20 years.
This has often been my bread and butter, because I've had a lot of people with sciatic pain.
Or lower back pain.
And I had one guy with low back pain. I'd been giving him treatments for a long time, still wasn't going away, and I triggered this muscle and his low back pain disappeared. So the muscle pinches the nerves that come out of the back, and it can radiate back up into the back or down the leg. So what I'm going to do to Grada is show you. I might get a biff around here, because it's often not a good idea to do it on your partners, because they don't tolerate as much from their partners as they do from a stranger.
You can also lie on a little, what do you call it, golf ball, eh?
It's not as effective, but you can
if
do
you're
that.
living by
Yeah.
yourself, though,
Yeah.
you can put
Yeah.
like a golf ball like there.
Yeah, you can lie on a golf ball right on the spot where I put the pressure on to release that muscle and get rid of your sciatic pain. So you can do this at home. Do it to each other.
Even if you don't have sciatic pain, because it gives you greater flexibility
Yeah,
to it.
yeah.
Should I check my flexibility before and after?
Well, I can show you another thing that'll improve that as well.
Like what?
The head lifts.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Like what sort of flexibility? Like sideways or downwards?
Any ways.
Okay.
It improves the flexibility of the whole body.
Okay. Alrighty. Do you reckon you want to do that?
Well, I'll
We'll just do one thing and we'll show you another thing next week maybe.
Yep.
Alright. Because I'm pretty flexible anyway normally. So
but not with me though.
No, that's right. Not Peter's on. I can't be too flexible. I need strict boundaries with Peter. Can't let him get away with anything. Alrighty.
All right, so I'll just take my mic off and just show you. Grada canoe and R and.
Should you ask me how bad my back is though?
Well, I usually get people to do it out of 10, out of what pain their back is, but quite often I ask them when I put the pressure on, if that was a 10 out of 10, and because then the pain disappears after a while.
And then people forget.
Yeah.
But actually, I'm not too bad now, but my body feels a bit wriggly, as you can tell, right? So it's not very comfortable.
Uncomfortable. Grada's sacrum was totally pulverised when she was hit by a truck back in 2006. So the nerves coming out of that low back area around the L5S1 area, yeah,
they're all over the place, just like me.
They have been damaged in the past, but the muscle is probably the culprit of
the deep buttock muscle.
Cause she's got a pain in the bum. Perhaps that's me.
All right, let's see if it helps.
All right.
So I haven't been able to walk around very well today at all. Like I've been walking around like like a little witch.
Do you want to lie with your head up this way? And
yeah, okay. I'll do what you say.
Turn facing
for once.
That way?
Okay.
It's this side?
I don't know, it's in the middle.
Which side is it going down more though?
In the middle. Both sides.
Both sides. So I have to do both sides.
That's right, you heard that right.
So turn on your side over that side first.
Okay, wait a sec. Do I need to get changed?
No, you can stay fully dressed.
Okay. Oh, what a shame. Alright. I actually didn't show Peter, but I got a little bottle of essential oil ready. Sniffing gas. What do you call that? Laughing gas.
Lie over on your side now.
Okay.
She always wants to steal the show.
Okay.
But the lower leg goes straight out with this one bent in front of it.
Can people see it or not?
Can you see that? I think you can, yeah. And the point, the hip bone is here, and the muscle goes from about there up to the top of the pelvis. So the trigger point is right in the middle of that muscle. And the nerve comes out of the back, down through there, pretty well where I have to put the pressure. So it can
enough pressure.
Can be quite uncomfortable. And what I do is I get that part of my anatomy on that part of Grada's anatomy. And you have to hold the body so it's not pushed off the table.
Okay.
And
I'm starting with my laughing gas.
Put pressure on that, constant firm pressure, as much as what Grada can tolerate. Because she's on camera, she'll probably behave herself, so that's good. And I hold it there constantly until the pain or the discomfort eases, which can take sometimes up to 5 minutes on people. And I just sit there
having a cup of coffee.
And have a rest while I do it.
Should you be checking in how much you're hurting me? Because you're going to pay for this.
I have to take the stitches out, remember?
You're going to pay for that as well. My leg wants to sleep. Why is it sleeping?
Out of 10, if the knee starts to slip off the table a bit, you can grab the knee and hold it.
Ow!
Firmly like that.
I'm starting to sweat.
And
it's a 9, I'd say.
9 out of 10?
Yeah.
Okay. And just...
Would be easier
if you just start taking a few slow deep breaths.
You could just put money in the bank, then I wouldn't have back pain.
Concentrate on the breathing. Okay.
It's gone actually already.
As it eases off. So out of 10, what would you rate that now?
A 1 probably.
So that's dropped off within half a minute. So that indicates that the muscle has relaxed, and that'll take the pressure off the nerve. That the main one is the sciatic nerve, but it can cause groin pain. It can cause any type of pain down the leg because it's the whole bundle that comes under that piriformis muscle, and it can refer back up into that low back. Now, if you want to turn over, I'll do the other side.
Okay.
Rather didn't like being facing away from the camera, I think.
Wait a sec. Just let me make myself comfy.
Now, the bottom leg out straight with the other one just bent over the front of it. So come back this way a little bit so it doesn't push you off the table. And there's the hip bone, and the point's about there. So I use the other elbow and hold the knee.
This one is sore.
And put quite firm constant pressure, as much as what Grada can tolerate. And keep it there nice and firmly while I get her to take some nice slow deep breaths. Keep breathing, because if you stop breathing, sometimes people stop breathing because it's quite painful. When you stop breathing, you tense up and the pain gets worse. So with a slow deep breath, then that helps it ease as well. Sometimes it'll ease off in half a minute, sometimes it'll take up to 5 minutes or even longer sometimes. Few people I've had to come back, I've had to get them to come back 3 or 4 times before it'll release totally. But usually after the first go they get quite a bit of relief, fairly instantly. And then after the second time it'll be nearly all gone.
How's it feeling to you? Is it starting to relax?
Well, I can feel it ease a bit under my elbow, but I usually ask, so out of 10, what would you rate?
5 probably.
So it's from when I started, was it 10 out of 10 when I started? So I've dropped it down about 5 points, which is good. And just keep the pressure on until it gets down to about a 2 or a 3. That indicates to me that the muscle's relaxed and taking the pressure off the nerve. So if you're stuck at home with sciatic pain, you can get someone to do this to you. Or as Grada said before, if you're on your own, can't get someone to do this, you can get a golf ball or a fairly firm hard ball and lie on it right on this point where I've got my elbow. So you'd have to be up the other way. Often when people's piriformis play up, they get hip pain at night and their sciatic pain gets worse at night, which if it was coming from the back, it would get better with them lying down. So if it gets worse at night, it's usually caused by this piriformis muscle.
Starting to feel better.
So out of 10?
Probably a 2.
Okay, good. That's about it then.
Thank you for torturing me. Ah.
Now, there's an exercise I usually get people to do to keep that muscle lengthened out, because it's a short muscle that causes
Am I finished?
any problem. Yep. So it's the muscle tightening up that pinches the nerve. So to keep that muscle lengthened out is a good idea.
Do you want me to lower the bed so I can do it?
So
how are you going to do that?
You need a table that you can stand comfortably in front of on one leg while you've got the other leg up across the table in front of you. So I'll lower the table a bit and I'll
Do a demo.
do a demo.
That feels better. See if I can stand up now here. Okay.
Okay. So I'll come around this side.
Much better.
Do you want to just hold it?
Yeah.
And you might have to point the camera down so I can...
Oh yeah. Wait, I can have it.
Yep.
Actually. Can I do that? I don't know how to see.
Just tilt it forward a little bit so they can see. So I put, if it was my right leg that was troubling, I'd put that up over across the table like that, and then bend my body.
I'll just go back.
Bend my body as far as I can over the leg. And hold for the count of 20. Release it, relax, and then do it again. And see if you can go a bit further. And hold for the count of 20. And you'll feel that lengthening all that area up. And that will hold that muscle nicely lengthened, so it'll be relaxed and it won't put pressure on the nerve. Also, the
That's probably enough for one session. Do you reckon? Or
essential mineral that will give you beautiful, relaxed muscles is magnesium.
thank you. Oop, sorry guys. I'll just let my clip thing off. Hope you find this helpful. I find it helpful.
But I'll probably pay for it a bit later on.
Probably. Anyway, so yeah, this is what Pete is going to do in his retirement. Yeah.
So we can keep you informed.
If you have any questions, pop them in the comment box. I feel like my back is absolutely, look, I can stand up like straight away now without having to stand up like this and then slowly come up.
But
I can literally go like this already with minimal discomfort in my back. So Pete probably has to do it a couple more times.
Make sure you have your adequate water and salt as well, because they will make a lot of difference.
Yeah. And lots of people will probably have back pain now, because if you get lower back pain, that's always to do with not feeling supported or stressed about finances. If it's in the middle of your back, it's often to do with like guilt and regret and grief, those kind of really deep feelings. So that affects more like the kidney area. And the shoulder area, of course, that's more to do with current stresses like issues with your in-laws or relationship
support.
Carrying too much on your shoulders, that sort of thing. But the lower back is often to do with really deep old many lifetimes can be stored in there. So it's good to release it.
What I've just shown you is particularly good for sciatica. So you can, do it on each other and get rid of it, because it's often not coming from your back. It's coming from that deep piriformis muscle.
Thank you for tuning in. I think Peter is awesome. I'm so happy that
I'm retired.
How smart he is and how amazing his work is. And that I have him to myself now, for a bit anyway.
For a little bit.
And sharing with all the kids. Yeah, so I hope you all stay well, make the most of your time in isolation, rest up, have fun, chill out, everything will be good.
Have a well-deserved holiday.
Yeah.
Rest.
And if you have any questions, just pop them in the comment box or send us a message on our private phone.
Okay.
Hope you enjoyed this. Take care and see you next week.
We'll see you next week.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.